Hey everyone, this is Eric at Lobacom Services, and I'm coming at you with another video. So this video is on working in data sheet view, design view again, and it's working with setting up a multiple field primary key. So we are going to uh, use a metaphor of starting another database. And all of our data is stored right now in an Excel spreadsheet, much like yours probably is too. So let's say we're given this Excel spreadsheet and we have to import it into our new database. So first of all, it's piped. We see that we have field names on the top, and all this data came from getdata.com. If you want to make it up yourself, go there and generate your own. That's what I did. So I didn't want to make it up. So here it's all pipe delimited, the fields. So I'm going to undelimit, or I'm going to parse this out, and I'm selecting column A. I'm selecting all the way down. I get the data and text to columns. And from here, I'm going to say delimited. Because sometimes Access doesn't show you this box, and for one reason or another, so I just do it in Excel. And where is my, I don't want to use tab. And here I click once and put the pipe delimiter in there, and bang. You see how it delimits these nicely? And next, blah, 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 destination, yeah. Right there, and I want to say the first name has field names. Let's see, do I have that option? No, that's okay. Okay, and data preview. I'm just going to replace everything. Okay, good deal. Now my stuff's in columns A, B, C, D. Excuse me. I'm saving it. Okay, now in Access, my pristine new Access database, I'm going to import new data source, or get external data, new data, because my data is in a Excel spreadsheet right now. So new data from file, Excel, and here I'm going to import from my path, file path. I'm not going to link to it, I'm just going to import. Browse, and data, Let's see what it pops up to show me. The next screen, it'll show me all the sheets that I have, multiple fields, everything in here. Well, I guess it didn't save it. Oh, I see why, because I did the wrong field. I did the wrong one. Anyway, you get the idea. So if I go here, here is my parsing. I did on the copy. I didn't do it on the main one. But anyway, good point. If you don't want to retype all your stuff, always make a copy of your data. So now this is my copy, and this is my original. Okay, multiple field primary key is going to be right here. So anyway, I'm going to here, human resource data number 2, and I see everything parsed out correctly. And next, first row contains headings. Yes, I get you. And next, and everything's good here, except I don't really want to show you this because we're going to cover it momentarily here. So it gives me the name of my spreadsheet. For access purposes, I'm going to take these spaces out because I don't want them in my access database. I like my tables to be without spaces. It's just a programming thing. And let's see what the data looks like. Okay. It added a bunch of extra fields. Okay, so part of what I'm going to teach you is we want to delete these fields. We can left click and then right click and choose delete field. That way. Or we can go into design view and just select multiples. I know in the past in other versions, and yeah, you could do it here as well. But it's just easier to do it, to do your deleting of fields inside of the inside of the design view. Every view, every table has where Excel just has, and I'm going to bring this out again. We just have one view. We have where we can enter the data. Well, we can go under the skin basically in Access and see what type. We can be more granular with our Access database. We can actually tell it we want these fields to hold this particular piece of data or this particular type of data. So it looks like Access determined this for us it was intuitive. And it understood these were curve Z's and this was an integer and this was a date. But let's see. So if I go here to home and then view and then use the triangle, notice I have two different views. I have data sheet view and design view. Data sheet view shows me the skin basically. The design view shows me the bones, the skeleton. So if I don't want a field, I can highlight it and press delete on my keyboard and press yes and delete the field. I can select multiple fields and I can select multiple fields. And rather than delete it right now, but I just want to show, okay, well, we'll move it. We'll move it around. So I click on this. If you click on this big block here, you can move things around easier. That's how you move things around. Right click. You got to be real careful or else you can't. You can select multiples like this, and probably the best way, not trying to right click on these, but just select a bunch of them and press delete on your keyboard. And then bang, they're all gone. And then here, so it finds no data in it, but it does have data in your spreadsheet. It'll insert them as blanks. So we can just go ahead and delete these. And let's see about what short text, meaning that we can hold alphanumeric characters in here. We can hold currency data in this field, hourly rate, number, we have our department code, and date time of our hire date. And again, I want to take here, look at this real fast. See these spaces? That's good for the caption. It's not good for my field name though. In my opinion, you could choose I would use this hire space date. I'd take the whole thing with the space and put it down here in the caption property. Okay, and then take the space out of here. Why? Because I want my space to be my field names to be without spaces. Same with this one right here. So caption, department code, hourly rate, the same thing. EMP name. Save it. Datasheet view. Here's where I put the captions. Right here and right here. Here's why I didn't put the captions on here and here. That's why I have no spaces in my field names, and you cannot see yeah, you could tell that it's EMP space name, but it's not gonna. You're not gonna see. You're not gonna see it unless you're not gonna see the space unless I put it in the caption. EMP space name, and yes, I want to save changes. EMP space name. Okay, and there's a field size here. That's how many maximum characters that you could put inside of that EMP name. And like I said in a previous video, unless you have an Oriental or an Asian name, you're probably not going to have that many characters in your name. So maybe 25 is the limit if you have 25 characters. Okay, if you are wondering what a property does, display, you could look at I don't know what this says. Let's see. So if I do F1, it should bring me the help menu. And it is automatically in front of your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if it pops up with the @ sign is on the format. And it knows exactly where you pressed. F1. Hi there, you've landed on one of our redirector pages. So Microsoft is now prepared to handle my request. Format properties access. Okay. Well, since they're not prepared with it, sure somebody else is, but we can go to format what the @ sign stands for. Maybe you want to leave it in the comments below. Allow zero length, yes. So if it's blank, it's considered zero length. It has no length. It's required, no. So we could put a blank number in there, blank name inside there. Okay. Now, if you have any questions, more questions, again, leave them in the comments below. Okay, now on to our multiple field primary key. Oh, I did show the primary key for this one. Here we have an ID, and that's automatically numerical. Let's say we delete Blake. We can never use 81 again. Okay, he's gone. See 80 and 82. We could type another name in here, like my name, Eric. And it gives you 101. It doesn't give you 81 again. So you could ever use it again. And you cannot type 81 in here. Okay, you get the ding ding. Oh, adding a field. That's one thing I didn't show before we end this topic. So let's say if the insurance, let's say they took the insurance, and we want to make it a little checkbox field, yes, no field. So we add it here, and now we have on the table here this one, this one, this one. We could just go down here and check. A lot of times I like to put a checkbox just to it takes up little space, and yeah, it takes up a little bit of space, and you can tell it's a row indicator basically. It's a yes no. It's like a Boolean, true or false. So all right, now one more thing, where this video gets really long here. Do data source. We don't want to choose this. We don't want to choose this because this exports. New data source in Excel. Browse. Do our folder again. And we're bringing in multi-field, this one, and first row today's field name, blah, blah. Great. Okay, now I'm going to right click and delete this field because I don't want it. Well, it's not going to let me delete it because it's too stringent. But, okay, this is real complex. Notice that these are two short text fields. Employee ID, and I'm taking the space here, and project code, and time spent on job. Okay, if I wanted to add this one again, let's say I'm way down here, 100 rows down, I can't see the top one. So if I go up over here, I select this one. Okay, I select it, and I want to add it again because I forget I added it already. Well, now I have duplicates. Well, I can't do that because that's where a primary key would come in handy, and it would say, and actually this should be a dash, not a. We want to say this column, the employee ID, and the project they're working on, and the time spent on it, because that employee can work on multiple projects, but he can only work at this project one time. He can work on another project, but he can't work on this one twice. So we want to go ahead and make a primary key, make it unique. So we highlight both those columns, and we choose index, and we say, okay, well, go here to the index area. Let me go ahead and close out of this so that you can see it better. Click on indexes, and since it spans two fields, we're going to name it one time. I like to prefix mine with IDX, and let's see, unique employee project, EP. Okay. And actually, I want the little key to show up here. So I'm also going to do this, the primary key. Now the primary key is on two fields like this. So if I go back here again, I thought I got rid of this. So, okay, well, now I have the multi-field PK project code field. Okay, well, they need to be filled in. So let's see, that person can work on both these projects 32% of the time, or let's say 0.32. He can work on now on project 31, but he cannot work on that again. Okay, or else I get a message saying the changes that you requested me create a duplication. So you could not have that. But this employee finishes the project, and control apostrophe does that, and now the person can work on project 32 just fine because it's different than project 31, and he works on that 25% of the time. So thanks for watching. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below. In this video, hopefully you learned about a little bit more about design view and importing a spreadsheet. The delimitation of the spreadsheet and a multiple field primary key and make it a primary key index. So, thanks again for watching. I'm Eric with localservices.com. Make sure you like the video if you got value from it. Bye.